dealing with being in X guard, right? Meaning me, Matt putting me in X guard and me dealing with it. So we'll go. So he's got me an X guard here. Okay, right? So as I sit, if I like I said before, if I sit real tall, it's very difficult. He can be real tight and everything. He can easily adjust my base and trip me, right? It's very, very hard for me to keep my base. So what's going to happen a lot of times, right? I really don't want my leg locked on his neck. That's not good for me either. So I'm going to grab my collar or his collars, and I'm going to try to get my knee down. So where I'm more on his bicep here. And I'm going to drop down, okay? Now, from here, I'm going to work on deconstructing this position a little bit. I'm going to go with what Pimenta showed first, and then we can talk about some other things we did too, or we can do. I'm going to drop my weight down on him some, control, so it's a little hard for him to try to move me, right? I got his shoulders kind of off the mat. Now I'm going to take this right hand off, grab like behind his calf. I'm going to reach really deep. So I'm going to cup all the way around his calf from here. Now, as I come up, I'm just going to rip that leg out here. So when I rip this leg out, I can sprawl here. Clear that out. Okay. So ideally, don't let this get trapped up here. It's just difficult for me to get it back. Okay, not saying that I can't work it out, but it's going to be more difficult. Hold it good. Try to get that knee in on him here, so he's not fully on top of my shoulder. Squat down on him. Hold these collars, and then now I'm going to reach. As I come up, I'm going to rip that leg out. Here. Now, sprawl my hips. Here. I'm underneath his head, and I'm blocking his hip with my knee. Okay. Any questions on that? Yes.
So you're ripping the top hook?
Correct.
And the bottom hook's just kind of coming out.
I'm just going to sprawl right through it.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's do it this side. Okay. No, let's turn this way. You want to go on one side, can you?
No.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, so ideally, don't let him get this on his neck. I'm already turning, not good. Right? So pinch my knee down, grab collars. Okay? So my foot is more on his bicep. All right? So now I'm going to work, keep this inside grip. I'm pulling these up, try to move me. Right? I can kind of pinch this together a little bit. I'm going to take this grip off. Grab deep on his calf, and then I'm going to take my pressure off of his shin and rip out here. Now, sprawl my hips here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Now I can end up inside control. Does that make any sense? Relatively simple. Don't grab the material; it's not going to work. I'm literally going to reach around this calf all the way around, cup it, scoop it with my arm, and then I can rip it out, okay? So I'm just gonna rip across my hips and sprawl, okay? Good? All right, get your partners. 1, 2, 3.